Okay, we have a student teacher by Mr.
Hi, Mr.
Ernesto.
C. Nice.
Call him Mr. E when you need some help. Or Mr. EC.
Could we do C and D?
Or C and it's getting confusing. All right, Mr. C.
Mr. C.
The topic is domestic violence, and he's going to go over the warm-up and walk you through the lesson.
All right, guys. Number one, define the word spousal abuse.
Domestic violence directed at a spouse, girl.
Good, good, good.
Okay, so what do you mean by domestic, though? What do you mean by domestic?
Inside your home.
Inside your home.
And number two, identify and describe effects of abuse.
Oh, no, that's for the warm-up.
Oh.
Follow that warm-up.
Different.
Yeah.
Write an original sentence using the word. Giselle?
Social abuse can seriously harm the victim's physical, social, and mental.
Say that louder because we didn't hear you.
Okay. Social abuse can seriously harm the victim physically, social, and mental.
Okay, spousal is spousal.
Good job.
Spousal?
Spousal.
Hector?
Mr. J has been a victim of spouse abuse.
Hey, guys do get abused.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's Mr. J?
I don't know. Isn't that the coach? Somebody was saying that the picture looked like the coach.
Ooh.
What?
I don't know who the coach is.
The coach is Coach Tim.
Oh, I don't know.
There's Coach Tate against you.
Disagreements and arguments can slowly lead to spousal abuse.
Mr. J. Who's Mr. J?
Mr. J.
Spousal abuse.
You have an imagination, right?
Recording in the house.
Mr. J could be anyone.
Well, I didn't hear that one.
Spousal abuse affects the life of everybody in the house.
Absolutely.
Spousal abuse can get really, really physical.
Really, really?
Really, really physical.
Okay, take one really out.
Really, really, really physical.
No, just
Oh,
one.
really physical?
Yeah, there you go.
Question number three.
Yeah, let's go
Alright.
move on to.
General question number three. Why do same-sex couples have an increase in domestic violence?
Increase?
Because lots of people don't agree with these types of couples, so they can harm them too.
I'm not saying it's like a good one, but because it's a guy and a guy, they're both guys, so they can like fight.
Really?
And they're
Equally matched.
Yeah. And if they're going to girl, they're equally matched.
And that's sexist.
No, but it's like equally matched the same way.
I don't know if sex is applied to that, but it was a good thought.
Thank you, I can read that. You're being quiet about it.
Same-sex couples have an increase in domestic violence because they reflect on each other's opinions.
Vincent, what do you think? Can you answer the question?
Vote number three.
Uh-huh.
I guess it has to do with how many arguments, which is why, poor people or same-sex couples might fight more often. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a good thought.
Good job.
Good theory.
Good job.
Okay.
Everybody clap.
All right, ready. All right, hold on.
Good job,
There's a
Vincent.
combination. All right, hold on.
Good job,
There's a
Vincent.
combination of reasons, but the main thing is society has changed way more than it used to. But the reason why it happened more often back in the day or today is because most of those couples were rejected and they were kicked out of their homes. And so they only pretty much had each other. And so you only have that one person in the world and you have a disagreement, it seems like your whole world is caving in.
Oh, yeah?
If you only have one person that's on your side that you agree with, and that one person you think that loves you since everybody has rejected you, and they're not getting along with you, sometimes people go to the extreme.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you. All right.
Number four. Why is spousal abuse reported often?
Because it's not.
Because they're scared.
They have feelings of fear, shame, and harm of family members.
Well, say it again.
They have fear. They have feelings of fear, shame, and harm of family members.
That's really good.
Because they're scared. Like they're scared of reporting.
Yeah, they're scared.
Spousal abuse isn't reported often because it stays inside the home most of the time.
Okay.
Oh.
Sexual abuse isn't reported often because the victim of the abuse tries to act like she or he's okay in the relationship because they love their spouse, but it's not healthy. Like it's not a healthy relationship, and they find it hard to take pictures.
Hector?
It's pretty much the same thing, but let's say they're afraid to lose that person because that's the only person that they ever met, say in their life or something like that.
That's the only person
And they don't want them to see him in jail or hurt because they love him.
That could go deep.
Okay.
Hey, would you say one more?
Everything you guys said is definitely correct. It's fear, you love them. Sometimes it's for economical reasons because what if he or she is the only one that's working? And if he goes to jail, then you're going to lose everything.
We're gonna go to a foster home.
Well, that too, that happens. Yeah. A lot of kids are taken out because of foster care. In my day, you just watch your mama get beat and nothing happens, really, because back then, they really didn't do anything. So they saw it as, the guy was just stressed out. Things change.
All right, so you guys should have gotten this paper. It's like a rubric.
I used to do that.
You guys know what a rubric is?
Yeah.
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 It advises you on, it basically like leads you on how to make an essay or any other type of format like that.
Isn't it grading? You have to be a project. Isn't like a grading thing?
It's like, yeah, exactly.
So, but in your case, what you guys are going to do is look at this rubric, and you guys have an essay coming up, a persuasive essay. So you look at the rubric, and you make the choice. How are you going to write this essay? Do you want a 4, which is for grammar and spelling, Arthur makes no errors? Or do you want a 2? Arthur makes 3 to 4 errors.
3 to 4 errors?
Yeah.
So it goes by like, if you make 1 error, bam, no 4.
Yeah, the score goes down. Now, for sentence structure, just a moment. For number 4, which is the highest number, do you want a well-constructed sentence, or do you want a 1 with most sentences are not well-constructed and you can't really understand? So you have to look at this rubric and choose what type of essay and what quality of essay you want. Okay?
So yeah, basically it's a reference. So just look back on it when you're writing the essay.
Yeah, and grade yourself. Okay, the next thing is we're moving. Oh, we gotta show that video. I didn't put it in there.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
Mr. C.
What do you mean?
Mr. C.
Mr. C.
Yeah.
You want the one you told me about?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
What do you need, Alex? Alexis?
What's the question?
A question of, okay, Mr. C.
Messed
Oh,
up.
don't rip it off.
Oh, what the heck? Messed up.
Growing.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That was funny, but.
Well, look. You gave a look? Oh, that's the revised version.
Nowhere in the corridors of pale green and gray. Nowhere in the suburbs, in the cold light of day. There in the midst of it, so alive and alone. Words so poor like bone.
So what's happening in this video?
She's changing.
Getting more like a, getting hurt by
Okay, you said she's changing what?
Her face, like, her eye was getting blacker and her mouth was
Okay, but,
getting
okay, that's true.
It
Caleb,
barely stops.
what do you think she's doing?
Trying to hide it.
Putting makeup on.
The abuse hasn't stopped, so she keeps trying to hide everything, the cuts she gets, but the cuts keep getting worse.
Have you turned on the light?
Hey, like, turn on the
Okay, so both of you guys right. If you look at it on the surface, she's changing, and Hector says she's putting makeup on, and then Caleb mentioned that it's more of a spiritual thing, is that she's trying to hide everything
From everyone.
from everyone, but you know, it's too powerful to hide. That's why her nose started bleeding. You can't cover stuff like that up. All right.
go tomorrow. You can go to work with a black eye.
Okay.
It affects the people around him too.
Yeah, you gotta read
Bad
it,
through.
and you write an essay
But
on
I
it.
know.
You can do it.
Domestic violence is only for me.
Affects with an E. Yeah, because there's two different things.
Oh. Wait, no, it's A. It's a,
No, it's actually A.
Yeah, it's A.
No, oh, you're right. My bad.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad you guys here to help.
Alright. Anyone else? Let's see. Anything else? What do you prefer? Okay.
Let's see.
Hector?
It's a bad influence on their children because they learn to do that to everyone else at school, so they become bullies.
Sure. Aaron. Deep, bro. Yeah, Hector goes deep on this one. You okay, Hector? Yeah. You're going deep. You okay, Hector?
I think I get them
Deeper than our dick.
Yeah.
Yes, you want it?
Can I use it too?
It's okay, Hector. Hey.
Okay, for the W, what do you guys want to know? Let's see. What's up?
What causes the domestic violence?
Where should
You're
live?
gonna have background.
I want to know where you live.
Let's see. Josh, what did you prefer? What do you want to know? Since I know you did it, right? That's the normal age group.
Wait.
Well,
Any age group, all age, except for old age?
he wants to know what,
He wants to avoid that. Good.
alright.
What tools are specifically used for these people?
You really want to know?
What does he want to know?
Tell me what tools are used to.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
What does verbal abuse lead to?
Yeah.
What does verbal abuse lead to?
Are you planning something? Never mind, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't even.
We
You don't want to know.
We can go,
Ivy's not ready.
no, window shopping.
Well, if you really want to know, it's whatever around the house.
Then we can get you.
Seriously,
No, but
It's
Hector,
whatever
you
is around the house.
people are angry, they don't stop and think about their actions.
Alright, let's do one more. Hector?
How can you make it stop?
Can, it says it really
You
doesn't
can.
stop.
You can.
The way she stopped the work
It
is
says
to
it
reach
rarely
out.
stops. Can you
the other people, but.
You gotta find another person to beat up the other
I
person.
need to know how you can make it stop.
You stand up and kill him.
Alright. So now, since you guys, we're moving on to number 4 now, right?
Yeah, we're gonna move over, yeah, for sure, hold on just a moment. Go ahead. Have them look at the
Do what
paper.
we learned.
Okay, did you guys read this?
Yep.
Did you read this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might read it before we start this.
It's like
Should give you like, maybe 2 minutes? 2 minutes? 2 minutes? It's not that long.
Yeah. Okay, while you guys reading this, I did some research on Facebook, how his family reacted. The story is about Dr. Ma.
He's a doctor?
he's a
Well, he was
doctor.
a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Was. Dr. Ma was a doctor, and his partner was, building maintenance?
Do you mean his couple?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know.
Yeah, I didn't know either. So.
I thought that was just his brother or something.
No.
Brother?
They are a same-sex couple. The question ties into
I messed up.
why same-sex couples
Oh, that's why.
have domestic violence more often than other couples.
Partner killed him?
Well, read the story and find
I
out.
did, but I didn't understand how.
I'll pay attention to.
He looks like him.
Okay, well, let's take the time to read a paragraph then. All right, Kayla,
Alright, I got you.
go
Now?
ahead, read the second paragraph.
Ma, 34, also treasured his longtime friends and family. He often returned from his travels with souvenirs, little trinkets from loved ones. Now those loved ones are reminiscing about Ma's life, while mourning his tragic death. Ma, an emergency room doctor who recently moved to the West Hollywood, was found stabbed to death on Saturday in the Palm Avenue apartment that he shared with his boyfriend. Andre Demain Davis. Davis, 36, is being held under suspicion of murdering Ma in lieu of $1 million bail.
Yeah, in lieu of $1 million. Okay, thank you. So, Dr. Ma and his partner. Basically, they both just moved to West Hollywood, and when you read the story, you'll find out what happened. And one of the reactions that I got from his brother and from a friend says this on Facebook. Today is the worst day of my life. My younger brother, Kirtland, was killed yesterday in his new home in LA. His boyfriend has been arrested and confessed already.
Damn.
I hope to bring him home soon. And then a friend of Dr. Ma says, I just got word one of my closest and dearest friends was murdered by his crazy boyfriend. I'm extremely upset as I pleaded with him to leave the crazy person. Unfortunately, I couldn't reach him. Kirtland was one of the nicest, most generous person I know. What a great heart. Lesson here is to listen to a third-party view of your relationship that they may see something you have blinders on. I always felt this guy was a threat, and unfortunately, I was right. So go ahead and read the story, and then you're going to write your essay. It's just a 3-paragraph essay. You're going to introduce it, the facts of what happened, and then you're going to write what Dr. Ma could have done differently, or what you would have done differently if you were Dr. Ma.
Stay in China.
Thank you.
That's not funny.
Oh, he's not in China?
It's not funny.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Oh
The facts are, what happened to Dr. Ma? What happened to him? Read the story and find out.
I don't really think you could say what you would.
Write on the same paper. Write on the same paper.
I did.
If you actually love them, instead of right now.
Real quick, since I know someone's gonna ask this, it's gonna be 7 sentences per paragraph.
Per paragraph? 21 sentences.
You don't have to do it for homework. The longer you guys take, Mike is due for homework, so it's best to do it right now.
Why, Ernesto?
Yes.
Alright, then you do it too.
Okay, some of you guys are having trouble introducing this our essay.
Yes, we are.
Okay, you already have an article in front of you. The best thing to do is to quote the article. According to the article entitled blah, blah, blah.
We need a tag section.
No, we don't.
Anyway, you can start off that way. Or I'm writing about Dr. Ma, who was killed by his partner, by his boyfriend.
Or you can use the hook.
Crazy
Have you ever been abused?